Hey guys, my name is Rajan from R Theory Motorsports. I'm here today to show you one of our most popular products, which is our Universal License Plate Quick Release, also known as our PQR. We designed this with the average car enthusiast in mind. Whether you love going to car shows, you love doing photo shoots with your car, going to meets, or if you're a hardcore track junkie, you love going to the racetrack every other week. Maybe you're there every weekend and you hate fiddling with tools to take your license plate off the car or with blue-green painter's tape. This is a solution so that you're no longer blurring your license plate in pictures or worried about your private information when you rip your street car on the racetrack. So this is supposed to allow you to take your license plate off your car without any tools. It literally just takes a second. But it's also secure enough to keep your license plate secured onto your car for street use when you hit bumps or you go on the highway or anything else. So I'll open it up for you. It comes in this fancy box, and inside we have a thank you card. Thank you for your order. Some cool stickers. Put them aside for now. And here is the star of the show, our PQR. And inside we do have some hardware to help attach it to your car. And we'll go through that later. So here's our PQR. It's machined out of 6061 aluminum and finished off in a very durable hard anodized finish so that it'll be very durable and look good for many years to come. So it's a two-piece solution, and it's primarily held on with magnets, and they're very strong neodymium magnets. Okay, there we go. It's easier to take off once your license plate is attached to it, and I'll show you later. But yeah, it's a two-piece solution. This is the base, and this is the attachment, and it uses magnets primarily to suck it all together. But we have a secondary way of keeping everything secure. So here on the attachment we have stainless steel dowel pins, and here on the base we have machine grooves that accept the stainless steel dowel pins. And if you look closely at the bottom of each groove, there's a divot. And we did it that way so that when the magnets suck everything together, the stainless steel grooves dig in deeper into the divots. And we did it that way so that, let's say you have it installed on your front license plate, and let's say you're going 150, 200 kilometers an hour. Of course on the racetrack, not on the street, because you would never do that on the street. The wind, the oncoming wind, presses up against your license plate and pushes everything harder together, and it actually digs into the divot even harder and secures your license plate even harder. So the faster you go, the more secure your license plate actually is. So that way it's not going to accidentally fly off on the street. And if you look at our brackets, they actually have two sets of bolt holes. The narrow bolt holes are for North American license plates and some other countries as well. They're 7 inches apart. So like I said, North American license plates, US, Canada, and I believe Australia also has 7 inches apart. The wider holes are 210 millimeters apart. So primarily for Japan, Taiwan, South Korea, and some other Asian countries also share the 210 millimeter bolt spacing. So since they have bolt spacing for both Japanese and North American cars, let's say you import a Japanese car, a right-hand drive Japanese car into North America, and those cars come pre-drilled at 210 millimeters. And you don't want to buy an adapter that only serves as an adapter for your North American plate, or you don't want to drill new holes into your North American plate just so you could fit it to your Japanese car. What you could do, you buy your PQR, and then you use the wide bolt spacing onto the Japanese vehicle, and then you would use the narrow bolt spacing for your North American plate, click it all together, and then boom, your North American license plate now fits onto your Japanese car. And another benefit of our PQR, we do sell the bases or attachments as add-ons. So you could buy them as a kit on our website, and then you could also add on additional bases or attachments if you need. Let's say you have a car dealership, you have multiple cars and only a few license plates. and you want to swap the same license plate between different cars. Or even I've had a customer, they had exotic car rental company and they wanted to swap same plates between different cars. So they bought multiple bases and just a fewer amount of attachments so that they could fit the same license plate on different exotic cars. Or let's say you're a track car guy, or when you go to car shows you have a very cool or funny vanity plate. You could buy multiple attachments, and then you would have one attachment for your street legal plate and then one attachment for your very funny vanity plate. So when you get to the car show or you get to the racetrack, you pop off your street legal plate and then you would pop on your very funny vanity plate, and then you get cool pictures with your very funny vanity plate. So I'll go through the different hardware that we include in the hardware pack. First of all, you get these small M6 washers and button head bolts, and they're used to affix your license plate to your attachment. And then because there's different types of cars, different fastening methods, we have 3 different fasteners that you use to attach the base onto your car. So first, if you're installing it onto the front of your car and you're using the factory plastic bracket, most likely you'll be using the self-tapping screws included. If you're installing it onto the rear of your car, most cars that I've seen use an M6 thread pitch on the rear. So we do include these M6 bolts that you can use. And if you're attaching it maybe on the front of your car, you have an aftermarket license plate bracket, you could use the M6 bolts paired with M6 nuts. So this is truly a very universal solution, fits almost any vehicle and fits almost any license plate from any country. We really wanted this to be as universal as possible to help as many enthusiasts as possible. And now we'll show you how to install it onto a car. Hey guys, so we're gonna install the PQR on this car. Here's the front license plate bracket. So we're gonna open up the PQR box. Keep these safe and sound. So here's the PQR, and here's all the hardware. So on the front license plate, there's 3 different ways you might mount it. It's with either just the M6 bolts, or usually if you're mounting it on a OEM plate mount, you use the self-tapping screws, or in this case we're going to use a combination of the bolts and the nuts. So we'll go ahead with that. So I just happen to have a spare set here, but we're taking the short M6 bolts and washers out of the package, and we're going to use it to fix the license plate to the PQR bracket. And you're going to use an M4 Allen key to tighten it to the license plate. You don't have to go super tight. Snug is good. Okay, so now that the license plate is bolted to the PQR attachment, you're going to hold the license plate, hold the back side of the PQR, and lift up on the license plate to release it. And now we're going to bolt the base of the PQR to our license plate mount. And now we're going to take the base and attach it to the license plate mount using the M6 bolts and nuts. And I have some here. Insert crying sounds. Okay, it's so tight, but take your 5mm Allen key for this bolt. Start threading it on loosely. So now our PQR is installed. And the way you attach it, just line up the pins with the grooves on both sides. And there we go. So remember I said the wind presses on the plate and it digs deeper into the grooves. And now, like, my hand is the wind press up against the plate, it's not coming up. Like I'm trying to pull up, it's stuck. It's really stuck in there. But now, no wind. Nice and easy. Okay, so we're gonna install it now on the rear of this vehicle. Most vehicles that I've seen use M6 on the rear. So we're gonna use the M6 bolts in this situation. Just gonna thread into the 2 holes at the top. Again, doesn't have to be super tight. Snug is good. And we already have the attachment on here. Line up the 2 pins. That's good. Let's go for a drive. So there it is, guys. Our PQR license plate quick release bracket. Like I said, we really wanted to make this as universal as possible so it fits almost any vehicle, any license plate, and help almost any car enthusiast. So whether you're at a photo shoot, at the racetrack, or at a car show, you want to take your license plate off easily without worrying about it flying off on the street, we have our license plate quick release here, PQR. Available at rtheorymotorsports.com or one of our very trusted vendors. Thank you guys. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below or email us at support@rtheorymotorsports.com. Thank you guys. Thank you guys.